left side. Clear.
Oh, I'm spotting on the other car so I can see what his last lap times are, and then of course with the relative box up I always see what old guy's laps are every time he crosses start finish. I've been spotting on this guy since I came on about 20 laps ago.
Nothing on the radar for traffic. You got about 2 more laps after this.
.44.
You might be sputtering.
I think the guy in the McLaren is thinking the same he's trying to say because his lap times are slower than they were.
That or his tires are starting to reach that cliff that we've been on for about 10 laps.
Still nothing on your sight. We're going to do one more full lap. You might be sputtering by the time you pull off the pit, but we'll make it.
This is where these seasons of sandbagging really come into play.
LOL.
50.22.
Time for that secret extra 2 gallons, right?
He just pulled out 1.7 seconds on the guy behind us that lap.
I don't think we're going to be that close. Alright, pitting this lap, everything is set. You may be sputtering, like I said, when you're pulling in, but we should roll into the pit stop. Just don't speed. No traffic to speak of.
Yes, sir.
Look at this timing on fuel usage.
Man, you couldn't have run that tank any drier. Good job.
Yeah, she started sputtering just as I crossed the pit line.
All right, Michelle, pit limiter is on.
I babied it pretty hard to try to get far enough so that maybe we don't have to stop again, but I bet we're going to.
You gained us a good couple laps there, but we're still going to be down. So it looks like we're still going to be a few laps down on fuel. So just run it hard out there, but keep it on track. Can't afford to spin.
The 10th place team will pit again too, so it's going to be really close.
You're going to have a bit of GT traffic. There's one back marker in front of you, and second place GT is coming right behind you. This guy hit us before in turn 5, so watch him. Good job. You should be clear to the oval. Damn, if a 24-hour race still can't be exciting, down to the last hour.
Yeah, it can.
You got nothing coming for at least 2 laps.
Leader just... Sorry, wrong channel. I was going to say the leader just caused our competition to have to brake check a little bit more into turn 5, so he would have lost a little bit of time there.
4.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks, guys. This is really cool.
Yeah, thanks, Dan, for spending all the time you did to get things organized. Yeah, that's for sure. Everybody did a really good job driving the car, too.
I did catch that little Easter egg the other day. I think it needs to go on the car somewhere. It's in really fine print. Still clear for at least another lap. Perfect.
Oh yeah, you were in here pretty much all day.
Yeah, what time did you check out? Because you and I were up at the same time, and I went to bed before you. Oh man, you had another 3 hours on me.
Combination of new tires and fresh driver. Michelle just pulled out 3 seconds on the guy that we're running down.
Let me know when that guy pits. It should be any moment now. He's got to be saving fuel too, if he hasn't pit yet.
Yeah, I'm watching him exclusively.
I have Michelle's pit set preliminary, so once it gets closer, we'll tweak the fuel a bit. I don't know. Yep.
He just spun in turn 6. He's probably going to lose about 6, 7, 8 seconds easy. Ah, that's good.
9.06.
He's now on the relative in front of us. He's pitting.
3 DPs coming here, including the race leader, so should catch you all before T1. Two of them will definitely get you by T1. The third one probably won't, but he will be there, so keep an eye open.
Right side. Clear. On your right. Clear him. .02.
Yeah, they're pulling each other around.
You got 3 more coming behind you.
Okay, the other guy just left his pit box. We definitely don't have enough to pull in the pits then. We gotta open the gap a little.
All 3 of these should get you before the bus stop. Third one's going to be a bit close though. They're all coming pretty late here. Watch your mirrors.
It depends, Dan, because we got 53 minutes. They'll probably go past us 3 more times by then.
Looks like they're being patient.
Still there at your door. Still there. Clear.
One more coming, and then second place prototype's going to catch you in the infield somewhere.
Right side.
This guy pulled some risky moves before, so watch out when he does catch you.
The other guys did put a new driver in the car, so don't know what his pace is compared to the previous guy.
My guess is he's probably going to have some pretty good pace.
So my thinking is run them as low as I can, give them enough fuel to get home, and just let them run on low fuel as long as possible. No, I don't think it's worth it hitting any earlier unless we're going to change tires, because we'll be faster on lighter fuel. I don't think we should change tires at this point.
Yeah, I think that'd be the wise thing. Getting low on fuel and getting just enough to finish. Let him run a light car.
On your right.
Alright, no traffic for at least a lap
Clear,
after this
clear,
guy.
clear.
Our current plan is to run you as low as we can on fuel, give you a splash and go, so we can run you as long as we can on low fuel. You will stay on the same set of tires, so be wary of those. We are still pulling a gap to the car behind us.
I agree. It's coffee time.
Tell me if we're good with the lap times compared to the 70.
They just pit and change drivers, so we'll give you an update in a few laps.
48.46.
You were pulling time on their previous driver.
Here's a pit exit, my SPS are terrible.
They just completed their first full flying lap, and Michelle's 2 seconds faster that lap.
Alright, keep an eye on it. You got one DP coming after the bus stop, possibly two.
Right side. Clear. One on the
Nothing
right
after
side.
this guy.
49.05. Clear.
What's our gap to that car?
It's better than it was with old guy. I saw that Michelle had cross start finish with a time change, and this guy was still a couple seconds before even hitting the bus stop. And he just completed his next lap, and he and Michelle are running within a tenth of each other.
You know, in all the hours that I've sat here spotting, I've never thought the time how long it takes you to go through pit lane. Good job, me.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the delta is for the pit lane while you're moving, not counting stops and getting service.
You got one DP coming. Will probably be on your butt in turn 1.
.74.
Our opponent just got a nice tow all the way down into the bus stop, and he'll get towed all the way down into turn 1.
Alright, looks like he's being patient. Nothing for another lap. Yeah, too damn close.
Yeah, we're crossing start finish right as he hits his braking point for the bus stop. I think in clock time, I think it's around 31 seconds.
.41.
Two DPs after the bus stop.
.57.
Prototypes have slowed down a bit too. Must be damaged.
How big a gap do we need for a pit stop?
That's the unknown. I haven't timed it, so I have no idea how long
your
it takes
left.
on pit lane.
Quarter, clear.
Nothing coming for another lap or two. We are slowly pulling the gap to the car behind us.
And he just hit a DP car, and he's almost into the wall in turn 5. He's going to lose some time there.
Car behind us just had an incident with the DP car, so this may be the gap we need to keep it on track.
Yeah, he's back and rolling again. I don't think he took too much damage, but it's going to cost him a little bit of time.
.09. Those lappers out of the way, Earl. 10-4. Leader, pit road.
Yeah, we pulled out 4.5 seconds that lap because of that little incident he had.
Third place GT car is coming up on you. Not sure what he's going to do in the bus stop.
Left side. Still there. Clear.
Got another DP about 4 seconds back. They'll probably meet you in turn 1.
Our opponent just blew the motor on the back oval. He's slowing.
How the heck did he do that?
I'm not sure, but someone let Michelle that he just needs to just take it easy and bring it home.
And once he gets out of this traffic here, I'll let him know. Four laps after a splash, you're thinking?
Yeah, he's stuck doing 15 miles an hour up against the interior fence at NASCAR 3. He's crawling.
All right, Michelle, one more DP before T1. The car behind us just had an engine incident, so he's basically out at this point. We just need to bring it home. We're going to have an extra 3 or 4 laps after the splash. We can take tires if you want. We do have time for it. one DP behind you just keeps out of trouble.
The last couple laps I drove, the car felt so good, I probably, if it wouldn't have ran out of gas, I probably could have drove it another 10 laps on the tires it had.
It's kind of funny. I don't remember GT3 tires stinting this well.
That's what I was just going to say. I think it's because of all that black you see on the track. I'm sure it's because of all the rubber that's been laid down.
You do see certain cars in the endurance races double and triple stinting in real life, so.
Well, our guy finally decided to take a tow after his car came to a stop at NASCAR 3, so time-wise, he probably wasted some time trying to limp it back when he had no power.
What car is that? Is that a McLaren, or?
Yeah, it was a McLaren.
Did he take some contact in the rear from the DP? Is that what happened?
No, when he hit the DP, he kind of pit maneuvered him. The DP cut in front of him in turn 5, and they had contact there in the nose for him. But when his engine blew, he was just coming out of turn 6, just getting on the gas, and just heard a kaboom. Didn't see any smoke, but engine was dead.
I wonder if there's logic in here where if you damage the front, it can damage the radiator and it'll run hot. Hey, MB hit that wall hours ago. I believe you had just come back from a break, and I was like, oh yeah, everything's good except for that. As it happened.
Thank you.
Does your iSpeed work when someone else is in the car, Como? Okay. You got 2 prototypes that you'll hit somewhere in the infield. You're clear.
Fucking frame rate. Fucking frame rate. In my car.
We do have time to switch out drivers, so if you think it's going to continue to be an issue, we can pit now for fuel and switch drivers. The car behind us is still repairing, so we have plenty of time. At least I assume he's still repairing, right?
Yeah, their repairs might take them through the end of the race.
When the street is jerking, you don't feel the car going away from you.
If you want, Michelle, pit now and we'll switch. Like I said, we have plenty of time. The car behind us is done.
Yeah, we have a 3-lap gap.
I should be okay. I'll just take extra care in turn 1.
Okay.
This is the worst area, turn 1 and turn 2.
I guess the car's so damaged to begin with, it didn't really impact him too much when he smacked the front end on that wall.
He probably needs to turn his graphics down even more.
If he had just lost it about 15 feet further into the corner, he would have spun and missed the end of that wall and wouldn't have hit anything, just would have had to spin.
Yeah, if you get into a couple of these corners, if a car's gone through there and it picks up gravel or there's some smoke or something, yeah, the frame rates will really drop. See, I didn't notice the Ferris wheel causing too much issue. The only thing that I saw,
In that area it goes down to 30 FPS.
or smoke. Smoke was a big hit.
Yeah, 1 DP after the bus stop.
Yeah, for this endurance racing stuff, I turned down a couple of those details down a lot lower than I normally run them in our races, just because I didn't want to have a frame rate issue with a lot more traffic and stuff and information the system's trying to keep track of.
Beautiful.
Don't stare at it too hard. We're just over halfway on fuel.
Don't drive into the light. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yep.
Yep, just need to bring it home now.
$6 should be plenty.
I went ahead and gave him a windshield tear off as well, because that was not checked.
That may help his frame rate issues too, because then you don't have all those particles on your screen.
You should be running with that off, to be honest.
Yep, 2 DPs coming by. One more is going to be really close with you in T1.
Yes, it was, and I'm sure he'll be coming hard because he's probably going to be pissed off now.
He should catch us in the oval. in and he's now behind us again. He may try and pull something on the bus stop, but he does have another car to clear before that. Yeah, he's coming hard. Be careful.
I thought the idiot was going to.
Yeah, we held our breath here too.
No sense at all.
You don't have anything behind you for another lap or two.
Yeah, that damn Porsche is 140 laps behind us.
See what he does leading up to the bus stop here. Guessing we're not going to pull on him. Nope. Yeah, I think he'll be fine. I don't think he meant to do that in the bus stop. Nothing on your radar for another lap or so. Next car is number 2 DP though. Oh yeah. We've been getting lucky and getting him in the oval though.
Well, Douche Boy is 19 seconds behind first place with 25 minutes to go.
When I got back on this morning, a couple of the GT guys were bitching about the GT3 guys not pulling over and getting out of their way.
Number 2 DP is going to get around you right now.
The GT3 guys just said, we just drive our line, it's up to you to pass us. And then a few of the other DP guys said, yep, that's correct. But some of those guys were higher in the race right now too, that were saying that, well, you should just get out of our way.
Well, karma would be a bitch when someone does that and tries to get out of the way, then blocks their line or slams into them instead of just holding their line. That'd be karma.
Exactly. That's the problem with not just driving your line. Yeah, they only have to wait 2 or 3 tenths of a second, and they're coming out of the exit, and they can go right by you.
And they'll get a little bit of a draft, which will make up more than make up the time anyway.
No other traffic for at least another lap. We're just under 10 gallons of fuel. Boy, we are like 3 minutes short on fuel. Yep, we're gonna do like 3 laps.
Yeah, like I said, when I finished driving this last stint, the car still felt really, really solid. But then I'm a lot slower.
You got 1 prototype behind you, nothing else in sight. You got about 21 minutes to go, and we're going to do 3 or so extra laps after we hit you. How are the tires feeling? We do have time if you want them. Take that as good.
So could you repeat how many gallons left I have?
We have about 8 gallons left, and we're going to need to stop and put in a few extra for a few extra laps. If you do want tires, I suggest we pit now. Otherwise, we can keep you out.
No, it's okay.
Okay, I'll give you a fuel warning in a couple laps.
Yeah, I found it a little bit tense there.
I think it's frame rate frustration, I think is what it is.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. If that's jumping on him, he has to concentrate so hard to try to maintain his line and his braking and turn-in point. Yep.
We all need to chip in and get him a new graphics card or something.
Should just take his kid. No prototype traffic to speak of for at least a lap or 2.
I'm not that depressed about it. I can always use age as an excuse.
Still clear on traffic. Alright, we have 6.8 gallons of fuel, so that's good for at least 6 laps. Math. So, another 6 should be fine, right? Okay.
So if you go another 6 plus what he's got, we should be safe.
If not, we still have 5 lap gap to position behind us.
If he has to, he can nurse a couple laps out of it. By the time I finished, I had fuel consumption down to 0.87 a lap. The last 2 was actually 8.6.
Alright, Michelle, in an effort to avoid some nasty traffic, we're going to pit you this lap. Pit this lap. We're going to take about 6 gallons of fuel and a windshield tear off, and we got about 15 minutes to go. You do have a DP coming your high side.
Yeah, and make sure you get to the second line before you turn it off.
You're clear. You should come out right behind some of the leading GTs. I have a DP behind you, but you will be clear.
Nothing to do now but just cruise it home.
A lot better track position right here than where we were.
You got one prototype behind you. Next prototype is race leader. Let him go before T1. He only has a 15-second gap to car 2 behind him, so he is pushing hard. Prototype leader coming up on you now. We're clear for a lap. You're good on any traffic for the next full lap.
Well, we'll definitely have a lot of lessons learned that we'll be able to apply to the next endurance race that we do.
Yeah, that's for sure. Next one is Sebring.
And 10 minutes to go. So just bring it home.
Only 12 hours on the next one.
Funny how after 23 hours and 50 minutes, 10 minutes can turn into forever.
Just like watching football.
Except they don't stop the clock constantly here.
Just feels like they do.
Number 2 DP is not going to be in a good spot.
Yeah, Ducharme will probably try to bowl his way through.
And that's actually gaining in the infield. We'll make it to the oval.
Yeah, maybe.
Number 2 DP is behind us. He'll get us before the bus stop.
Damage and doesn't have the normal downforce.
Last 2 laps I've been very jerky on my string, so I take it easy.
No problem, Michelle. We got plenty of gap. You have lap gas. No traffic for at least another lap.
Well, I can't slow on us.
Because, well, he was pitting, but the McLaren and the Rough have been really slow with aero damage compared to us.
Yeah, imagine how many times they hit things to get that much aero damage.
I don't think we can get more than what we have, at least in the front. I think it's just our extra power pulling us through.
My rig is all aluminum. I got no wood.
Yeah, my desk is made of glass.
I would say it is early in the morning, you never know.
Now, earlier in the night when Threshold was running, somebody hit one that must have went 30 or 40 feet in the air. Seemed like it took forever for it to float back down.
Still clear for a bit. You may hit a prototype sometime in the infield. 5 minutes to go. Nah.
I'm watching from the gyro camera. Man, can you notice the body roll in the corners, and then especially when it hits the banking. It's pretty funny.
I'm afraid that'd give me motion sickness.
Watch your right. GT leader is behind us. He'll probably get you before T1. Nothing else after him. You say that. Is this car still clean? Besides all the rubber. That flag should bleed off on its own with our damage. No other traffic coming up on you for another lap or so. $751 laps.
Well, his passenger front splitter's down just a touch, but he still has all his fenders covering his wheels.
No one ever said the GT needs downforce.
It didn't need it in 66, 67, or 68.
where is the prototype leader on the track compared to us?
So we should get the white flag this time around, or one more probably? One more?
Yeah, at least. It's clear for the rest of the oval. We'll have the DP sometime in the infield to keep pushing.
5, so.
Broker, you're really quiet when you're speaking. I don't know if your mic's shifted to the back of your chair.
You hear me? Is that any better?
Still pretty quiet.
Any better?
Yeah, it was a little better.
I'll just talk loud.
That was a lot better.
Alright, Michelle, we got one DP that might hit us before the bus stop. I don't think he's pushing that hard, though. We may get the white flag this time around. One DP coming before T1. White flag, Michelle. We'll have one DP to deal with before the bus stop. This DP may try and draft past you, but just watch him. Smart move. You'll have one more DP catching you.
We made it, guys. We made it.
Good job, Michelle. Way to bring it home.
Yep, good job, Michelle. We made it.
Our first try, that's very good.
And a top 10 class finish to boot.
Being in the front, nice. Very good job, guys. Thanks again for everyone who put effort into this.
And thanks for your time, Walker. You've been on the radio a long time.
Yes, he has.
Oh, it was fun watching. I didn't want to go to bed.
He was on the radio when I was driving earlier.